You don't need a truck to run or start a business. I'm going to explain in this video how I've ran multiple businesses out of the back of my Toyota Camry. Those businesses including mobile detailing, trash can cleaning, and even pressure washing. If you want to start a business but you drive a car, I'm going to tell you exactly how I do it. Okay, you might be wondering, Matt, where do you keep all your equipment if you're in a car? Before I explain, you guys keep asking me how I keep track of my business. I literally use one app, 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜. 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜 is giving away this Ford work truck in a few weeks to a premium and platinum subscriber of 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜. So if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, give 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜 a try for free. Just click the link in the comment section and the description of this video. 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜 is the fastest way to send estimates, invoices, and secure payment from your customers, and even provide you with real-time business analytics such as close ratio, sales, and expense tracking. Okay, listen, it's not as hard as you think. I've done a couple setup videos on how I run everything out of my Camry. I've even got a combination of loading up my trunk full of mobile detail tools and even my pressure washer in a container in my back seat. Let's go ahead and start with the negatives of using your car, and stick around because we're going to get to the many benefits soon. First of all, this one I think is clear. When you're not working and it's a casual day for you, your trunk is going to be full to capacity, so if you really need to stuff things in there, you're not going to be able to. I've even experimented with moving all of the equipment to the back seat, but it's just not as effective. So whenever it's all stuffed up, you can't really tell if somebody gets in the car, they would have no idea. So that being said, I have very minimal space in the trunk for stuff to go, but normally since I don't have anything in the back seat, putting people back there or other things is fine. In my back seat right now, I have a container holding my pressure washer just because it can't fit in the trunk, so seating space is exponentially decreased. Let me give you a really big reason this does work though: saving on gas. Put this in perspective, if you had a truck and a trailer, you're more than likely going to get 9 or 10 miles to the gallon, while I'm getting 32. Why would you throw your profits away for simple travel alone? Also, I get to charge in addition the travel fee, which I get to pocket, or it covers my gas completely. Now let's touch on accessibility. Having everything in the same place makes everything so much quicker. I have the advantage of knowing where all my equipment is every time I get to a new job. Also, it doesn't need to be unloaded. I can leave my equipment in the trunk for each job to the very next, just because this is my simple everyday driver. This is a truck, which doesn't have much room to casually hold stuff without a full back seat or people stealing out of the bed of your trunk. So let me ask you a question. Would you rather worry about stealing because everything's exposed in the back of your truck, or be ready to do a job at the drop of a hat because everything's with you in a tight trunk of your Camry? The only issue being you have to keep things in order because it gets pretty stacked on top of each other. When I finish each job, it's tough to not throw things back in, but it's easy if you make it an important task. Speaking of making things important, you need to figure out what your business is going to look like. Most people are going to look from the perspective of, man, should I buy a new truck for my business so I can start it off? Because that's the preconceived notion that you have to have a truck to run a business, a service business especially. But you guys, that's the wrong mindset. Whenever starting out a business, I like to preach buying lower cost equipment and mastering your service before you start taking those next expensive steps. Then when that day comes and you feel as if you've mastered everything and you can start making those next steps towards your new vehicle and you want to scale things up from a side hustle to a career. Another major advantage is the element of surprise, and you might be like, Matt, what the hell are you talking about? I can't even tell you or count on one hand how many times I've been tipped out by customers because they underestimated my work since I was pulling up in a car. The customer then sets the expectation low and you have the chance to blow their mind. But when you pull up in a big old truck with a big old trailer and you have your business decal on it, they assume you have the money and the means, so they decide not to help you. Not that this help is necessary or that I even need their help to keep my business going, but getting tipped $10 to $15 every single job adds up quick. But in reality, the only thing that matters is where you plan to take this business scaling wise. If this is your side hustle like it is mine, your car and my car is 100% usable, and anything more is almost just a bad expense when you think about it in the long term. Think about it this way: if you had to start a business, would you buy a huge office to start? Nope, you wouldn't. This way you get to stay cost effective, and later down the line you can make the choice to upsize if you really need to. The struggle I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that you truly don't need a truck to run these businesses. Everybody assumes that's what they need and they can't do anything without it, but the same goes for even small equipment too. I say this all the time in all of my videos: you don't need the craziest stuff to start. The brand name washer versus an older model? The truth is, in the beginning you're not going to be that good anyway, and guess what? You're not going to know how to get that many customers either way, so you're almost just wasting your money. Obviously, I don't have the largest operation going, or maybe I would have scaled my vehicle up, but hey, I'm 20. And I'm just trying to show you guys out here that are my age that you don't need a ton of money to start. That goes with anything in life. If you want to start working out, the truth is a little bit goes a long way. But as you can see, at this point, I've run multiple businesses out of the back of my Camry with little to no issues. Once again, those businesses including pressure washing, mobile detailing, trash can cleaning, anything you can think of, I've done it. If you guys want the content to continue, or you want to suggest other businesses for me to try, comment work down below in the comment section. Also, I'm dropping my Facebook strategy course that's gotten me $5,000 in leads for free. Comment Facebook down below if you're interested. Also, subscribe for a cookie, it helps out the channel.